Hi guys, it's Chris here with selfmadenewbie.com. Today I just want to talk a little bit about a problem that a lot of people have who are buying products online from ClickBank, Warrior Plus, JV2, and I want to talk about what is known as shiny object syndrome, which is something that I'm sure a lot of you can admit to having. I know I can admit to having used to have this problem, and it's when you're new and you don't really understand this internet marketing niche. And you become very susceptible to thinking that the answer to your problems, to your goals, is these magic pill products. For example, the first product I ever bought was the 67 Steps by Tai Lopez, and that was actually pretty cool. That put me in the right mindset. It wasn't practical advice, but it put me in the right mindset. I started reading more books. And then I started learning about different ways to make money online, like e-commerce and affiliate marketing. And the first thing I ever then invested in was an e-commerce course of how to do drop shipping with Shopify stores and Facebook ads. So I bought into this, I think it was called Ecom Experts Academy or something like that. And I bought into that. It was an info product. It showed me the kind of ins and outs of how it worked. And it's what I call a theoretically sound product. And what do I mean by that? Well, theoretically sound products are basically what are released generally on Warrior Plus. These internet marketers, they know how to make a product sound like it makes sense, but then when you actually put it into practice, it doesn't make sense.
They compulsively buy these products thinking that they are making progress in their business when obviously they're not. And unfortunately, there's not much that we can really do about this except to keep supplying these people with stuff that they want, which is new products, brand new methods, brand new products, brand new shiny objects.
Marketers also know how to talk to the emotions of people. They know how to trigger your biases. They exactly know who you are as their audience. They know how you think. You got to get out of this mindset that you cannot be tricked. The billionaire investor Charlie Munger says, he never goes to auction houses because of all the cognitive psychological tricks they will use on you, and they call that the Lollapalooza effect. And your emotions just become susceptible to that. Even if your logic is telling you different, your emotions kind of get sucked in. So it's not really your fault, because we can only control our emotions to a point. We can't actually control our emotions with our logic. We have to sort of, we basically, you get hit with those emotional triggers in the copywriting, in the sales pages, and then you have to kind of sit back and think about it logically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a couple of products that have just recently been released, but all these sales pages really include the same stuff. And you can see how different psychological triggers are triggering you to buy. And every company in the world does this. Every company in the world uses marketing, cognitive biases, and psychological tricks to trigger your emotions into buying. Because if you do want people to buy, you do have to speak to the emotions of people, not their logic. Okay, so that's why you see people telling stories. You see people making everything sound so easy. And really giving you everything you want to hear. So let's dive into this one here. This is called Fomo Clips. And immediately, it's the world's easiest video creator ever. Okay, so for those of you who don't have technical know-how, here we go. No experience or skills needed. This is great because you're like, okay, it's easy. Anybody can do it. And they know this. This is very deliberate copy that they're putting on the sales page. So then they have a video, which I'm not going to go into, and they list, everything you're going to get. Pretty standard stuff. 30-day money-back guarantee. That can often be a lot harder to get than you think, but it's building trust. They're telling you they're willing to give you your money back. And what this product basically does is it creates these sort of animations here. And what you have is without Fomo Clips, so this is just a normal Instagram post, and then you have with Fomo Clips. Now, what they're making it look like here is you can have these little Santa heads fly out of one Instagram picture and into another. That's what it looks like. So a lot of people looking at the sales page are just going to be like, sweet, I want to know how to do that, which is a shame, because if you have a bit of technical know-how, you know that it's impossible. You cannot hack into Instagram's core code and make it so that you can throw this animation all over your pages, because if you could, it'd be everywhere. And I know, I'm sure you've never seen this on any Instagram page. What this actually is this whole thing is one kind of video animation, and these are not actually two pictures. It's just one video animation, and it looks like, and within the animation you have this text field, and the animation itself looks like it's two Instagram images with the Santa flying in between them, if that makes sense. So it's already gotten a bit dishonest by comparing it to a normal Instagram post, like, oh, this is what normal people are doing, but you can now do this. And yeah, you can make a video that looks like this, but what you can't do is make a Santa come out of one actual hard-coded Instagram image into another hard-coded Instagram image. 3 steps, simple, just 3 simple steps is another common copywriting technique. Again, it's pointing to how easy it's going to be for you to use this and to make money with it. And here you go. You know, you choose it, you edit it, you publish it. What we have here is testimonials. Testimonials are hitting on a cognitive bias that is known as social proof. Social proof is very powerful. If you see other people like it, your brain will say, oh, other people like it, so now I like it. Okay, we are tribal creatures. So even a fake testimonial works because it's perceived social proof. Now, what you can do, what a lot of sales pages do, is they go to a site called thispersondoesnotexist.com, and what this website does is it just creates a face, a realistic looking human face. And yeah, so this person does not exist, and you can then screenshot this guy's face and put it in your testimonial so it looks like a real person. You can just keep refreshing this page and new guys will kind of get created. You know, they look like, this is a great website. They create like really, you know, normal looking people, and even the backgrounds are different. Okay, if you saw that face, you would think, you know, I've always wondered maybe this person actually does exist. So I'm not saying that they definitely use that app, but I'm not saying they didn't either. I mean, a lot of people do. Here they're putting a lot of facts and figures. Now this is hitting on what's called the contrast bias. Giving you these numbers, it kind of enables you to make a mental model, make comparisons and contrasts between what normal people get and what you're now going to get using Fomo Clips. What they haven't taken into consideration is how good you are at Facebook ads, how mature your pixel is, which matters a lot, how much money you're spending on your ads, which matters a lot as well. So if you don't have all that together, you're not going to get 95% more than usual, because there are so many factors that go into a successful ad, and a hell of a lot of testing as well. So again, this is just sort of off the cuff. You've got a demo video, of course, which, you know, demo videos can be edited to their heart's content. They can make the product look absolutely perfect. One thing we don't know is how fast it is. Obviously, you can cut video, make it look like your app is really fast. I've seen that before. But this product in particular, I'm not saying it doesn't make cool videos. You know, it does. They do look pretty cool. But what I am saying is it is a little bit misleading, and I also want to highlight to you just what copywriting techniques they're using. Get instant access to Fomo Clips. This is a very clear and concise call to action, another good practice for copywriting. Friendly videos, what else have we got? Different aspect ratios. Okay, so that now they're getting into the technical side. Good copywriters know that you put the feelings and storytelling and emotional triggers first, and then you put the technical second, because technical stuff, believe it or not, doesn't sell as well. Not in every niche. Maybe if you are selling actual technological, in the technology niche, you're selling iPhones and things like that, then it's all people who care about you know, how fast something is and all that. But in some niches, people want to hear the story. Now this is where we get to money. Again, this is kind of painting a picture in your head. If you create videos for people, this is how much you can sell them for. Now, maybe if you go on Upwork or Fiverr, you can sell products for this amount. If you're the top guy, if you have a high ranking. You can't just be successful on Fiverr and Upwork from the get-go. And a lot of people who are successful on those platforms, they have to work for free, and then they build up their following and they build up their rating, and then they have to charge like $20 and then $50 and then work their way up slowly over time. It can be done, it's a viable model, but they're not explaining that. They're just saying, hey, this guy charges $1,250, so can you, you know, and it's not that simple. Again, contrast bias, comparing. They're throwing in bonuses, so over delivering here, throwing in extras. A lot of the time people give bonuses, they're not even related to the product. This product in particular is fairly honest, but I just want to illustrate the kind of copy they put into it so you can be aware of what is triggering your emotions. And when you can go through a sales page and pick out what's being used on you, what marketing, psychological copywriting moves are being made on you, you can figure out why you feel compelled, feel the way you feel, why you want to buy it, and two, you can actually pick up on it yourself and learn copywriting through that exposure. I'd recommend you know, just Googling 25 cognitive biases and you can learn about what they are. You know, there's the halo effect, loss aversion, liking bias, commitment consistency bias, which is another popular one with Warrior Plus products. You know, they get you to buy for $17 and then they offer you something extra for $10. They do this at McDonald's and they get you to keep buying more and more and more. Here's another product here. This one I feel is going to be a little bit more dodgy. Secret powerful system revealed for the first time ever. So now you're catching FOMO, which is a cognitive trick used on people. No content creation, no videos, no tech skills, 100% real results. So again, making it extremely easy. Turn $1 into $10 every time. Okay, if you could turn $1 into $10 every time, then you can turn 10 into 100, you can turn 100 into 1,000, 1,000 into 100,000, a million into 10 million, right? Everybody would be doing it. A $30,000 case study included. How do you put a price on that? All in one solution. They've made this very sexy indeed, which points to the video I showed you at the beginning of this one, making it seem super easy, magic pill, shiny object. This guy I know in this video also goes really mental in his promotion, tries to make it funny. I don't want to watch it because I find it kind of annoying. Countdown timer. This is a classic scarcity model. You can just add countdown timers on any major landing page builder now and arbitrarily put a countdown on them. You got to ask yourself, why would they put a countdown if the more they sell, the more money they make? Do you think they're really going to turn off access to this after they've created it? After they spent hours creating this product, maybe weeks creating it, that they're just going to only let a certain amount of people buy? I mean, they might pump up the price. They might do. And maybe that part is true. They're going to bump up the price. It's usually $197 monthly, but now you're going to pay $12.47. Contrast bias. How is it usually $197 though if it's only being released today? You know, you got to ask yourself these simple questions. It's releasing today, and it's not going to be $197 a month. Okay. It's also not going to be every other price that isn't $12.47, right? By the same logic. Faces work well. People know that showing faces is good for trust, so they've got a lot of faces in there. This one is not so good. People, you know, this is supposed to be you, I guess. They're gonna now go into some story about how now you're struggling, and they have the magic pill. So they have all these people, more faces, they're taking you on this kind of journey. Again, they're not trying to speak to the logic, they're trying to speak to the emotions. So now they have a picture of they've gone from woman crying to guy going, okay, I got this, I'm gonna work now. Figuring it out, this is you. You're looking at this and subconsciously picturing yourself doing the same thing. And with this product, it's just gonna give you everything. Now we've got money being handed over. You know, I'm not taking anything away from the fact that they're great at copy. This copy is super smart. They know what they're doing. Here's a creator in Vegas, chilling by the pool. Very common theme. If they're doing it, people look at that and think, you know, I want that. You know, it's really powerful. Here they're showing you what commissions he's made. And it's very easy to create these fake numbers. Like, these are from Warrior Plus. Obviously you can tell if you're familiar with Warrior Plus, it does have this layout with the green numbers. But if you look in the video here, that's on your screen right now, all it takes is right clicking on it, going to inspect, and you can literally change that number locally, hit enter, and then on your screen it looks like the actual amount, and then you can take screenshots and create images like this, and they look dead real. There is no Photoshop, because you don't have to use Photoshop. You just change the number in the code, and it follows the CSS, the style of the website already. So it's going to come out looking absolutely perfect, how it would look if you actually did have that amount of money. So using Photoshop would just be pointless. It wouldn't look as good. So don't accuse people of using Photoshop, but do accuse people of right-clicking and going view source and changing numbers, because that's much more, it's easier. You can do it in about 4 seconds, and it looks much better. Testimonials here, well, sometimes they get their boys to write testimonials. I know these are real people, particular on this one, but they all kind of work together. And we've got more bonuses similar to the last one. You can see a common theme. I just chose these 2 products at random. If we chose a 3rd product, you're going to see lots of the same themes. And even when you go out, you know, you go to the Apple Store, go on Amazon, you know, these people are not the only one using, you know, smart copywriting techniques, but they are a lot more misleading than bigger companies, I would say. Again, they reiterate how great it is. All these promises are pretty hardcore. Ultra high converting, traffic for pennies on the dollar. You know, do you believe it? Let me tell you something. If I could turn $1 into $10 on an untapped resource that was ultra high converting, I wouldn't tell anybody about it. I'd keep pumping money into it. I'd keep it totally a secret. I wouldn't tell anyone, because I know if it was actually true and I told other people, it would get saturated. Every man and his dog would jump on 10xing your money, no matter how much you put in. Right? Every time you made $100, you'd put it into this system and make 1,000. You'd put that 1,000 back in, make 10 grand. You'd keep going until you're a billionaire, right? So, you know, you got to use your logic. I always come back to that basic one. If it was so easy, everybody would do it, and they wouldn't tell anybody, right? Here's another scarcity tool. First 25. Now this might be true, but do understand that they put it there arbitrarily. They put it there to get you to buy. It's a piece of digital software. They don't run out of items, right? It's just they have infinite copies of it. You know, they have 1 copy even, and infinite logins. So it's not that they only have so many places. Okay, this is just to get you to buy. Again, scarcity. You see that on holiday websites. You know, this room is the last one. This room will be gone in 5 minutes. 10 people are looking at this room right now. Countdown timers. It's all the same. It's all the same thing. And what happens is, you know, people buy these products. They are shiny objects. They make it super easy. You saw the video I showed you at the beginning. They know how to put these products together. That is the formula. They know that the audience are newbies and they have this problem, which is not your fault if that's you. These people are extremely experienced. They're extremely versed in consumer behavior and marketing psychology. So you kind of, you know, it's like playing chess against a grandmaster. They are going to get a lot of you with what they put in their copy. It's very well done. I will give them that. And it's a form of procrastination in a way to keep buying stuff. Like I know someone who they weren't kind of taking off in their business, but they were reading lots of books. And I'm like, hey man, reading books is really great, but it's still a form of procrastination. You're reading books and that tells you that you're at least doing something, but you're doing something, you know, but you're not taking action. You're not building the business. You're not actually building it. So it's procrastination through education. And it's the same with these products. It's procrastination through education, procrastination through buying. You're telling yourself you're doing something. Oh, if I get this, at least I'm doing something, and then I can go through that, and then it's an endless cycle. You know what? Doing something is doing something, right? Doing something is, you know, going through training that has practical, applicable steps that you then follow, and they hold you by the hand even sometimes, and then you build it, and they help you to build it. That's taking action. You're learning, but you're not just learning, okay? Back to what I started with, I got that ecom course, it didn't work. The best thing I found, which I'm still a member of, where they did give me training, fundamental training on affiliate marketing, which is another staple like e-commerce. They do both work, but you need real training on each one. I prefer affiliate marketing because there's less overheads, it's cheaper to start, you can start right away, and I think also you don't have to spend money to make money as much as e-commerce, and I don't like spending money. So if you want to get into affiliate marketing and just stop buying all this useless stuff and invest in yourself and be held by the hand, not only all the way through from start to finish, but also, you know, continual support. If you want to do it in a community of over 1.4 million people and over 1,500 coaches, if you want support, if you've ever bought a product and they had like a support email and then you didn't get any back, maybe you wanted a refund and they didn't hit you back. If you want none of that, if you want real support on a real platform, with real people, that's been around for a while, that's proven, that gives you hosting, that gives you email, that gives you everything, and you're just tired of all this crap, paying, you know, money out to people who are just scamming, you know, 8 to 10 products a year while they're just sitting on a, you know, a floaty in Bali or Thailand, and you're paying for their margaritas. If you want to be that guy or that girl, you know, feel free. Keep yourself on the Ferris wheel. But if not, if you want to just start taking actual action and not procrastinating through education, procrastinating through buying, and just actually take real actual action, then I've got something for you in the link below. If you click there, you can check it out and sign up to the place that I started, the place I'm still at, the place I still store all of my websites. I've been there since 2015, and it's the only thing that's worked for me, and it can work for you too. There are a lot of people on there, all kinds of different age groups. You know, I was talking to someone who's like a retired mom, she's like 71 or thereabouts, and she started on there, and she's, you know, going along well. She's gotten direction, okay, real direction. She's getting real help, real support, making real friends in the community, and it'll only be a matter of time before she's got a fundamentally strong business. So if you want to be involved with that, click the button below. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you found value in it, and it really helps the channel out, and a lot more people can watch videos like this, and you can help stop, you know, this scamdemic of shiny object syndrome. So thanks for watching, and click the link below, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.